Mondays and Fridays, we carve out 10 minutes or so to focus our mindset on what matters. I'm Sarah Parker Wolf, and you're listening to the Focused Intention Podcast. Thanks for joining me. This is Season 5, and we're focusing in on our connection to nature. Hey everybody, I am so grateful that you decided to listen today. I hope you're doing well. We are well into Season 5 with our weekly inspiration coming from nature. We'll dive into that in just a sec, but first, a reminder that if you are looking for a little daily idea for intentional living, you can find the focus word of the day at Focused Intention Life on Instagram or on the Focused Intention Podcast YouTube channel, or you can find a link to all of it if that's too hard to remember at focusedintentionlife.com. There is a link on the homepage there. All right, let's get back into this week's quote and focus on what matters. Our quote this week is from English poet and novelist Letitia Elizabeth Landon. She wrote, "A great change in life is like a cold bath in winter. We all hesitate at the first plunge." Now, on Monday, with this same quote, we talked about those New Year's resolutions, those great changes that we second guess and get overwhelmed by. Well, because of some personal changes I've made to my routine lately, I have a theory. So I think one reason that those resolutions or changes are so elusive is because we can't decide. We can't commit fully to something. We talked about that on Monday and take that plunge. But I think the other issue might be the way we think of the plunge in the first place. I'm pretty sure I mentioned Julia Cameron on this podcast and her book, The Artist's Way. I probably also mentioned that recently I took up her system again. I was doing it before a long time ago and, of course, let it go. But I'm back, and it's pretty simple, but involves doing morning pages, basically journaling 3 full pages before you've even completely woken up. And another piece is called the daily quota. Now, the morning pages are great. They get a lot out of my system. I think through a lot of things via my writing. And it's put me in a better mindset, I think, which is great. But it's the daily quota that I want to talk about today. The daily quota is the plunge. Every time in the past that I have really dug into my writing, I try to do it all at once. I have to write multiple chapters a week. I have a huge word count or whatever. And then one day it doesn't work out. And then the next day I kind of try. And then the next day I give up. And pretty soon I abandon the project. But the daily quota is small. And by doing this small amount, sometimes it almost feels too small, but by doing this small amount of focused writing every single day, and I mean every single day, I have been more productive in the last 3 months than in the past 3 years. It's not just dipping a toe into the cold water, though. It's deeper than that. It's plunging in day after day after day, but only for a short time, only for a few minutes, until that plunge, though cold sometimes, feels like a natural part of the day. If we think about it, it's why meditation and mindfulness are called practice. It's okay to practice for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's in the consistency that brings depth. It's the consistency of practice that allows us to bring that practice into our daily lives, which is the whole point, to live mindfully at all times, not just on the cushion or in the chair. So today's focus is a reminder that starting something new, making a wanted or necessary change, is all about consistency and growth, not about doing everything at once, not about overwhelm. So today we're going to do a little meditation, and then this weekend, start that new habit, whatever that means to you. Make that positive change. Maybe one snack is now only veggies, just that one snack. Maybe you walk around the block after work. Maybe you meditate for 5 minutes each day at the same time. Eventually, maybe you'll do 10, or maybe you'll just keep doing 5. Whatever change you want to make it happen a little bit every day until that cold winter water doesn't bother you anymore. A great change in life is like a cold bath in winter. We all hesitate at the first plunge. Letitia Elizabeth Landon. Okay, we're going to get comfortable, find a place where you feel at ease, but you're in a state of wakefulness. Maybe take a deep breath and extend your spine, and exhale and let the shoulders drop. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to use a little mantra, an affirmation, to remind our brain of what we need to do to make those big, powerful changes not seem so cold and terrible. So we'll start by finding our breath, the natural rhythm. Follow it in and through the cycle and back out again. And as we breathe for the next few minutes, we say to ourselves, small, consistent, positive actions. Small, consistent, positive actions. Small, consistent, positive actions. And if your mind has wandered away, as minds are wont to do, just acknowledge the thought or the thing that interrupted you and come back to your breath. No judgment. Happens to us all. Come back to the breath and then come back to our affirmation. Small, consistent, positive actions. Small, consistent, positive actions. A great change in life is like a cold bath in winter. We all hesitate at the first plunge. Letitia Elizabeth Landon. Thanks so much for joining me here today for the Focused Intention podcast. If you're enjoying the podcast, I hope you'll take a minute to follow us on your favorite podcast app. And if you have an extra minute, leaving a rating or a review is super helpful. I appreciate that if you have the time. I also hope that you will find that focus word of the day on Instagram or YouTube, or you can just find the link right on my website, focusedintentionlife.com. You can also check out my books there, Daily Intentions for the Classroom Teacher, and Focused Intention, 101 Reflections and Intentions to get you focused on what matters. There is also a link there to a little Etsy store if you're interested in, there's some 2026 calendars. Some are based on season 4, some in season 5, and some other stuff too. Thanks again for sharing your time with me today. Now let's go out, live with intention, love like crazy, jump into that cold water every single day, and have a great day.